All right,
I'm with you.
Illinois, quickly. Illinois. Similar to Indiana a little bit. Now, they lost at home to the Hoosiers a week or so ago, but they've been on a run here. They've won 6 of 7. And it's so funny because I still wonder if now, when Brad Underwood did his public displays of non-affection to Matthew Meyer and TJ Shannon, we all were like, oh my God, what's he doing? You can't do that in this day and age. It's going to backfire. And it kind of did early, right? It kind of did early a little bit, but you wonder, Matthew Meyer has played the best basketball of his career over the last month or so, ever since Underwood called him out. He did. He lit a fire under his ass, and it's worked. So, again, Rob, is this Illinois team now trending in the right direction? How dangerous are they?
I think they're incredibly dangerous. I also think they're one of those teams that could lose to anybody, and I would not be surprised. Like they're exactly who we thought they were going to be this season. When they hit their highs, they can play with anyone. Coleman Hawkins can look like a lottery pick, right? Matthew Meyer could go off for 26 points in a game where nobody's making any shots and you don't even bat an eye. Terrence Shannon, we saw what he could do early on in the season. Was it the Baylor game, UCLA game, when he went for 29 and hit like 17 threes? Yeah. We know what their ceiling can be. Welcome to the danger zone, right? We know what their ceiling can be. We also know what they can be when they're bad. And I don't know how you change that without adding more players that are more consistent. Like you got a bunch of high like volatile players, right? And maybe not like volatile in the sense of their personalities, but they can go off and they can also struggle. It just, I think that is what it is with this Illinois team. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm back in on the Daddy Brad bandwagon. I am back in on the Daddy Brad bandwagon. I think both of these teams can get to it. Like if Indiana and Illinois are both in the Elite Eight, I would not be surprised. I think both of those teams have that kind of ceiling.
Rob, I convinced Rob to go out for Illinois, Indiana in 2 weeks, February. It's the weekend of February 18th, that Saturday. He was fighting me on it.
3 weeks, sir. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So we still need him to be good for the next few weeks, but it looks pretty
good.
We got
to cheer, man. We got to cheer.
I would meet you guys out there, but I'll be in Olean, New York for St. Bonnie's.
Beautiful. So, I heard it's beautiful in Olean.
It's beautiful in Olean,
right?
No question.
Absolutely beautiful.
What's your take on Illinois, Goodman? What's your take?
I still worry about them because they don't have a guy that, to me, can really initiate offense that I trust. That's the biggest thing for me. You know where I stand with point guard play, and that's where I start, right? I start with, and I just don't think they have it. Like we talked about with Indiana, if they get X back, you got two dudes, and even if they don't, you got a guy that I completely trust that does not play like a freshman at all in Jalen Hood-Schifino. Illinois just scares me because what are you going to do? You know, Jaden Epps is not that guy. You can give the ball to Shannon at times, depending on the matchups, but again, not consistently.
We're dropping our merch. We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad.
I'm a big odd guy.